Bienvenido a todo un nuevo video de The First Descendant, capítulo 8. El anterior capítulo hemos completado todo el bosque. Hemos visto la muerte de Jeremy. Y en este capítulo creo que vamos a reclamar el arma de jaula de trueno. Y tenemos que hablar con Luna en Albión. Y vamos a ello. Mis dos armas. El mar. Uy, un nuevo logro. Confirmar. ¿Y ahora qué sale? ¿Ahora con el instructor de descendientes? Hay gente que desmonta el ultimate. Creo que sí, ¿no? Desmonta un arma. ¿Dónde está el trueno? Acá está el trueno nivel 1. Sí sé que no van a darme nada. De impar. Así te dan. Ya, ahora qué más. Otra vez contigo. ¿Qué quieres, güey? Complete el entrenamiento en el banco de trabajo. Ya, el secundario le hemos leído todo, que nos habla sobre el instructor de descendientes. Solamente me falta ir al yermo para completar esa misión. Eso todavía no lo vamos a hacer. Pero vamos a ir a la misión principal. Habla con Luna de Albion.
I have so many melodies flowing through my head ever since I met the guide. But it feels like there's something missing. I could feel with my entire being that there was a final piece of the puzzle which would complete my song. But I couldn't figure out where it was. It was driving me crazy. So, I snuck out without telling Alpha. I was careful not to get caught. I went toward where I felt the puzzle piece was, and eventually I arrived at the Agna desert. That's when I heard a very loud melody. It reminded me of the one I heard on the day I met the guide. When I approached it to listen closer, I saw a red sphere. As soon as I saw the sphere, the melody was complete, and I felt it flow through my entire body. It was wonderful. But then, you know what happened? I ran into this big clunker here, saying that he'd felt some strange magnetic field or something. And that's when I realized the Iron Heart must be there. But then this tin brain started going on about smashing the red sphere open and taking the Iron Heart out by himself.
I never said that I would smash it. I only wanted to have a look at it. Stop making things up.
Whatever. Anyway, I had to tell Alpha all about it and came back to Albion on his orders. That's why Alpha is looking for you.
Why are you so amazed by what this mad woman is saying? Don't just stand there. Get moving.
Who are you calling a mad woman? And you! Don't nod your head in agreement like that. Just get going and go see Alpha. Now.
Bendita sea Alpha.
Just get to the point. I'm sure that Kyle and Luna told you what they saw, so I'll cut to the chase. Both of them believe that the red sphere in the Agna desert very likely contains the Iron Heart. This is a golden opportunity for us. There's no guarantee that the Iron Heart is actually inside the sphere, but it's the best shot we've had so far, and the Magisters agree. I've mobilized a team to investigate the red sphere. That includes you. The excavation team will also be joining you, as they were working in the Agna desert until recently. I hope this operation secures us an Iron Heart. The incident with Jeremy included, we always watch the Iron Heart slip through our fingers right before our eyes. If we can't defeat Karel, even with our strategic asset, the guide, at our disposal, the future of humanity is grim. Good luck.
¿Y ahora dónde tengo que ir, Alpha? ¿Ahora con la reina de en Albion? ¿Quién es la reina? No me digas que la reina se llama ahora Kia. No, ¿sí o no?
Well, it's finally time for a proper introduction. My name is Reina, and I head up the world's best excavation team. Nice to meet you. The Agna Desert. This place is paradise for us on the excavation team. There are so many exciting things to uncover, including the ruins of the ancestors. The Red Sphere. We've never seen it before, and there are no records of it either. That's why we want to dig into it and figure out what it is ourselves. If the Iron Heart really is inside it, it'll be a historic discovery for the excavation team. And that's why I wanted to talk to you, to let you know that I am fully invested in this operation, and I look forward to working with you.
Tenemos que ir en el
See you in
desierto.
the desert.
El desierto de Agna.
Descendant, it's been a while. This way, please.
Marcus.
Welcome.
Es la
I
última
heard
vez
this
que
is
te
the
vi,
last
¿dónde
remaining
era?
Ironheart. That makes me a little worried, but I'll give this mission my all, regardless. Kyle is doing aerial recon to see if the Vulgus are up to anything. Luna's focusing on sensing the beat generated from the Ironheart, and she's also listening out for the unique noises generated by Vulgus movements, of course. I can see her expression changing. See the way she's frowning? I think that means the Vulgus are on the move. We need to create an environment where she can concentrate. Descendant, take care of him.
For Luna to be able to concentrate, you must pacify this wasteland.
Kite, there's a lot of reverb coming from you. Quiet.
Oh, I see.
Shh. You're here. I memorized the sound of your footsteps.
Vamos a ver cuánto
It's
baja
time
el
to
arma.
bust some Vulgus heads and snatch some Kuiper. If you destroy the Kuiper that's in line for the Vulgus, it puts out a unique sound wave. I'm gonna use that to find enemy comms equipment that's made of the same material. After that, I'll listen in on those comms. All you need to do is wipe out the Vulgus and sweep up their Kuiper. Easy, right? Sound quality is pretty lo-fi, but it'll have to do.
I believe in you, Rayleigh. But I can sense myself. I'm a descendant.
The Magisters say that anyone can kill us. Give up. Never know when it comes to pass.
Enough chatter. We have confirmed that the enemy has ceased moving entirely, and we will begin the retrieval operation. Rayleigh, you did well. The rest are now. Everyone else, get to it. Cody, you as well.
Yes, sir. Going.
I never believed the houses would be defeated. The Magisters think it was possible. I still read it. Now I have seen with my own eyes. Commander, I believe it is now time to strike back.
Thanks. I was able to pick up a major combo. Wanna listen in?
The Descendants are already here. Forget disabling the security. Begin data extraction.
Whoa. Even my fans would understand what that means. And judging by the way his voice echoed, we should be looking for somewhere indoors. Nice job.
Unirme. Uy, se ha quedado parado.
This Vulgus is pretty tough, but I don't think he's the owner of the voice we heard earlier. Eliminate him anyway.
Good job. I'll play a song for you later. To say thank you.
Descendant, it's Reyna. I pored over the literature, and it looks as if there's an underground entrance close by. That
No
would
te
account for the echoes
Money.
that
Nos
Luna
vemos,
can hear,
gracias.
right?
Yeah,
lo
I knew my
agradece.
ears were reliable. I said it would be indoors, didn't I?
You never said it would be underground. Anyway, I've just sent the coordinates. Go check it out.
Descendant, I don't know if you noticed, but this is also a facility that the ancestors used. If what Luna and Reyna are saying is correct, the data the Vulgus are extracting while underground must be related to the Red Sphere and the Ironheart. It won't be easy to bypass the security system set up by the ancestors, but we shouldn't underestimate Vulgus technology either. Let's hurry. We must stop the enemy before they extract all the data.
Acá nos vemos. Bendita sea, no.
Given the reaction of the commander we encountered recently,
Bien, debería sin hacer nada. Este es un bug.
So soon. And as their time is limited, they must be attempting to extract all of the ancestor device data at once.
Oye, cambio de arma.
Has an encrypted communications device. If you defeat them, I can access its memory and communications history data. I have analyzed the data we obtained from the enemy. The most frequently mentioned words are seal, red sphere shell component, and conflict. I have assessed the shell analysis data. The shell is composed of a similar material to the links surrounding the Ironheart. Combining all of the data, I believe we can conclude that the ancestors inserted the Ironheart into the red sphere. This is connected to the civil war that broke out in Vespers. Perhaps the ancestors sealed the Ironheart inside the red sphere because they felt that a simple vault couldn't hold it. I cannot figure out the exact steps they took, but the important thing is that the sealing was successful.
Oh, a reventar esa batalla.
There's nothing you could do. The Vulgus Legion is the apex predator.
I'm analyzing the data retrieved from the destroyed device. Please buy me some time.
Guide, Reyna and I discovered a weird area of sound. It's filled with way too much noise, so we're not sure about it, but we're going there anyway.
All right, Luna. We're also trying to gather as much data as possible. Keep up the good work.
You stubborn vermin! Come if you dare! I'll deal with you myself!
Descendant, the equipment in the center is compressing the data from the ancestor devices around it. Decryption rate, 65%. Compressed data, 40%. I'm going to collect data from whichever device I can connect to first.
Reload.
Damn it! This is all because the ancestors dispersed the data.
Oh my god.
Come to this. I'm going to end your life to receive a stronger body from Master Aemon.
Recupéralo.
Compressed data extraction complete and security removed. Beginning analysis. The data contains records of the ancestors who tried to remove the Ironheart, their operation plans, and the blueprint for the special weapon to break the seal. The weapon's power source was arcane. If we can use this information effectively, we'll be able to obtain the Ironheart safely. We must inform Alpha and come up with a plan.
Just get to the point. Welcome back. Is there anything you want to report? Are you saying that this record was left by the ancestors who tried to use the Ironheart? And an ancient arcane weapon. What were they trying to do with the Ironheart?
Just asking out of
Were they
curiosity.
trying to close the dimensional wall just like we're trying to do now? I don't have time to think about that right now. We'll begin operations to dig up the Red Sphere and break out the Ironheart using the RK weapon.
Descendant, we will check the safety of the weapon thoroughly, so don't worry. Also, deciphering the composition of the Red Sphere was quite beneficial for us. It allowed us to start immediate production of dismantling materials. We are mass producing them, just in case.
Luna and Reyna are investigating the weapon, so I want you and Kyle to clear out all enemies within the vicinity of the Red Sphere. The RK weapon and the material to destroy the Red Sphere are both ready. As long as we have no troublemakers impeding our operation, there shouldn't be any problems. We should definitely be able to get the Ironheart first this time.
Alpha appears to be focused on how to use the Ironheart. He doesn't seem to be concerned about how it came to be sealed away in the first place. I
Habla
want to know
con
why the
Chile.
ancestors concealed the Ironheart. At the risk of conflict and separation, there must be a good reason.
Hey, what's taking you so long? Hurry up! I can't believe you're taking it easy when we have so little time. We're going to clear the storage in the area nearby first. I know what you're about to say. Alpha ordered us to completely clear the entire area surrounding the Red Sphere. When I was a construction corps leader, we were the first ones working here, along with the Descendants. We built the digger, too. If it weren't for a surprise attack by the Vulgus, the Corps would still be alive. The only thing I'm interested in right now is to have my revenge on those bastards. Don't worry. When I'm done with that, I'll do my best to exterminate any enemies near the Red Sphere. Construction Corps leader Kyle always keeps his promises, you know. That hasn't changed since I've become a Descendant. So trust me, I'll get a read on the enemy's movements from above. I'll let you manage things from the ground.
Kyle, rage and revenge eat away other human emotions and limit perspective.
If you're here just to give me useless pearls of wisdom, I prefer you to get lost, guide.
Our goal is to find the Ironheart, Kyle. Your actions may prevent us from achieving this.
Like I said before, I won't do anything to jeopardize the operation. I swear. No more bogus reinforcements.
Oh my
Excellent
god.
work. The Vulgus bastards are using the spectral digger here to supply power. They must have thought they wouldn't be spotted. Dumb idiots. Steal the high voltage fuse from the Vulgus I pointed
Running.
out. If we can overload the generator with it, it's all over for them. The enemy sent their stronger units to reactivate the generator. I need you to clear the area while I keep checking the spectral digger. Well done. That damn spectral digger isn't going to stop anytime soon. I guess blowing it up is the only way.
Whoa, 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 Kyle. What are you trying to do? Blow everything up? Are you out of your mind? Are you SMO or something? And also, there's something you should know. The cliff.
Stop it! This is just one mission on the way toward achieving our goals for this operation. Terminating transmission.
Immature kids like Luna don't understand situations like this. This is about loyalty. The spectral digger here was built when I was in charge of the construction corps. Vulgus must have realized its power and modified it. I was too weak then. There was nothing I could do. I watched my colleagues fall before my very eyes. One of them begged me to destroy the digger with their last breath. So that's what I'm here to do. I will honor that request and throw this hunk of metal off this cliff. I was actually wandering across the desert on my way to do this from the beginning. Finding the Iron Heart was just a coincidence. But this also aligns with our operation goals, as it involves clearing the Vulgus and destroying the enemy facility in this region. It won't interfere with the operation. I'm talking too much. If you're ready, let's go.
Descendant, only you and Luna can hear this.
Uy, se
Destroying
fue.
the spectral digger will attract more Vulgus. Kyle is blinded by revenge. If we allow him to continue, it'll become more difficult to dissuade him, which will make it harder to assume control over the areas surrounding the Red Sphere. We must make Kyle understand. This is the only way we can achieve our goal.
Don't worry, guide. I have prepared something very persuasive. Would you take a peek inside my mind?
This might do the trick. Go ahead, Luna.
Just you wait. I'm gonna persuade that tin-brain nutcase straight away.
¿De verdad están peleados los dos? Oy, 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 oy. Oy, oy, oy. Oy, qué la. Muy bien, la.
Well done.
Bien,
That damn
completado.
digger will also be dust soon.
¿Dadas esto?
I need to find out how the Vulgus rebuilt the digger. That could also help us with our current operation. I also need to know what the Vulgus did to my teammates. I want you to collect data while I look for somewhere on the spectral digger to set the bomb. I found my teammates' helmets at the top. Collected what they left behind.
A
Thanks.
su madre, qué laja. Bajo de... Muy bajo, ¿ah?
Kyle here. Starting countdown to spectral digger detonation. 10, 9, 8.
Hey, Kyle, you'd better get your hands off that thing right now.
Who are you to tell me what to do, Luna? Keep your nose out of this and get lost.
Damn it, can't you just hear me out for once? The bodies of your colleagues are at the base of the cliff. Are you really gonna bury them down there with that thing?
Guy, what Luna says, is it true?
Yes. Luna and Reyna discovered records while searching for the RK weapon. We ran an analysis on the remains and found that they matched the list of fatalities from the incident.
Jeez. And did you forget what our actual target is? The Iron Heart, Kyle. The Iron Heart. If we lose the Iron Heart while destroying the Digger, what kind of revenge would that be? I can practically hear the sighs of frustration from your colleagues. You're the one who should get a grip, not me. Destroying the Digger can wait till later. Make it an official request. Then it'll really be revenge. Once we secure the Iron Heart, I'm sure Alpha will totally approve.
You're right. I'll come back. Over.
Let's talk. I almost made a terrible mistake. Blinded by revenge. The kid is right. Without the Iron Heart, nothing will bring any comfort to the souls of my old colleagues. But if we can find it and use it, That'd make me happy for both my old colleagues and my current teammates. Luna, she's not so bad. But I'll tell her that in person later, so pretend like you didn't hear this. Especially you, Guide. And you too.
As you wish.
Now we should get to our respective positions. I want you to help Reyna while I go see Marcus.
Everything okay? Looked like there was a bit of commotion or something. Anyway, I think we found something. My excavation equipment and Luna's sonic survey both seem to indicate that... something feels off about this place. I'll send you the coordinates, Descendant. Hurry, I need your help. We found something strange when we were looking for traces of the ancient arcane weapon. The bones of a giant creature. Given the size of the bones, it must have been as big as Corell's flagship. We've never seen anything like this before. I ran a search on the Albion database, and it came up with a match for an animal called the caligo.
Caligo.
Carbon dating results suggest that this caligo is from the same era as the ruins of the ancestors. That makes it the oldest organism ever discovered in Albion. Same thing with this. Carbon dating shows it's from the same period as the ruins of the ancestors that are around here. The excavation team and I think that these bones are somehow closely related to the arcane weapon. And they both existed in the same era as the ancestors. Maybe that means something? Maybe the ancestors used them for an experiment or something? I'm sure we can come up with several plausible hypotheses. I think we should also notify your guide, is it? I'll contact HQ and have them send the info to your receive.
The caligo may be from the same era as the ancestors, but I think they must have died out before I was created, as there is no information on them in my database. Or access to the information may have been secretly blocked. There's so much I don't know yet. I wish we could find data that I don't know or don't have access to. Then I may understand the real reason for my existence.
No, ahora sí. Me fui a otro lado. Reinicié. Pobrecito el otro. Tiene que hacer lo mismo.
Looks like the Vulgus are storing resources in several places. What do you think is more important than caligo bones in this region? Steal a sample from their storage so I can analyze whatever it is that they're stocking up on. Ah, isn't that a Vulgus transport ship? Be careful.
Completado.
We extracted the data as quick as we could and found out that they were also storing caligo bones. Now I have to try to figure out why.
Why? Bien, bien, muchas gracias.
This amplification radar can boost the accuracy of the amplification equipment. And even me. So don't mess it up.
It's here to ruin our operation. Take care of it. It's it. We got some pretty clear data from the radar. I think we can find where the caligo is buried with this. Thank you.
Déjame farmear,
The footsteps I could hear, it was you. I'm so glad. I couldn't concentrate on anything because of all this. Maybe they're throwing a party or something. I want you to wreak havoc on them. Did you see the one who just turned up? If we deal with him, this annoying party will be over. found it! Finally! Hurry, get the guide and come here.
All right, Luna. But before we go, there's something I want to share. Do you remember the bone sample we took from the Caligo? A small amount of RK has been detected on it. It's strange. Ancestors aside, how can RK be detected on the bone of some giant organism I have never heard of? I cannot be sure, but there's a good chance that the ancestors used the Caligo to test the RK weapon. Based on the data on the Caligo that we received through the Isiv, if we estimate its original size based on the size of the bone, its bone density and composition, and assume appropriate muscle mass to support this, its body would be comparable in toughness to that of a colossus. A Caligo like that would have been the perfect subject to test a weapon of such immense power. This is only a hypothesis, but it is the only conclusion that I can find when applying the calculations. We will need additional data in order to replace or confirm this.
Guide, I understand that we have to move quickly, but I'm sorry, I can't. I'm feeling dizzy from all those sounds I was exposed to. Everything sounds like noise to me now. I don't think I'll be able to handle a cave, or somewhere where everything echoes.
Luna, return to Albion now. I'll take care of things here.
Hello? I believe your thrusters have overheated. If you can't fly, you know you're about as useful as an empty tin can. You should have an ace fix you up before you break completely.
You're right. My thrusters as well as my suit are at their limits. Guide, look after the kid. Luna and I will head back.
All right, Kyle. Please take care of Luna. We'll investigate here.
Pública.
Despite my expectations, I can find nothing other than RK. Given that only RK can be detected, perhaps the weapon did not use RK solely as the power source. Perhaps it was used for the attack itself.
You're out! I expected nothing less from a descendant. Lord Corral needs your arcade to obtain the last Ironheart!
These are the ruins of the ancestors. They're connected to the place where the Caligo is buried. It might be evidence that they studied the corpse firsthand. If anything remained to be destroyed, they could have continued testing its destructive power. Descendant, the enemy is sending a high-voltage electric current to damage the ancestor security protocol. Battery algorithm analysis complete. We must destroy the enemy batteries in sequence. Second enemy battery confirmed. I will try to remove the security protocol.
See you later.
Bien, bien.
Is the battery that important? Are you afraid of me?
The removal is almost complete. Descendant,
Haciendo
destroy
cositas
the
en
last
cada uno.
battery and protect the data. Guide code activated. 30% of data records accessed. Analyzing security data. Analysis complete. Descendant, I have discovered the goal of the development of the RK weapon and how to use it. The RK weapon was created to destroy the Red Sphere in order to destroy the Ironheart inside it. Permission to control the RK weapon has been granted only to me. I don't know why this is, but we should focus on the operation for now. The RK weapon is hidden beneath the Mirage Stone. As I can move the weapon, let's join forces with HQ and carry out the operation together.
This operation. Welcome back. I've read the report submitted through the Isiv. Only the guide could handle the RK weapon. She didn't know anything about the Caligo, but she has access permissions for the RK weapon, which is powerful enough to kill a Caligo. It's a little suspicious. But we have a more important matter at hand. We must obtain the Ironheart. Now that we have everything we need, all that's left is to go all out. We've already loaded a tactical armored vehicle with the material to pour over the Red Sphere. But there's a problem. The substance is highly volatile, so Kyle and Luna are escorting it, carefully. This slows things down, of course. While they're escorting the tactical armored vehicle, I need you to clear out all the Vulgus from the surrounding area. We must create a secure environment to get the vehicle into position.
Once the special material arrives safely, we can move on to the final stage of our operation. When the chemical reaction changes the surface of the Red Sphere, that'll be our chance. We must activate the RK weapon at that moment. Once the Red Sphere is neutralized, we only need a small amount of RK to retrieve the Ironheart. But even though we don't need a lot, both Luna and Kyle's RK has been severely depleted. Descendant, you're the only one who can activate the weapon. I know it'll be physically demanding, but it's a critical step to accomplishing our goal.
I need you to focus on the mission more than ever. Go to the Agna Desert and complete the assignment so that the tactical armored vehicle can get into position safely. Let's show those bastards that this victory will be ours.
Hey, this is Reyna. We've detected unidentified phenomena around the Red Sphere. The floating stones are moving. Requesting reinforcements.
Don't worry, it's just the guide. She's moving the floating stones so we can approach the Red Sphere.
So, the guide really does have control. The situation is favorable for the moment. We have to hurry.
Seeing you makes me feel like I've finally come back to reality, Descendant. I've never seen anything like this in my entire career. The floating stones only just stopped. They were moving like crazy a minute ago. We can't see the guide, so it gave us quite a scare. Once you clear this area, I will lead the Ironheart excavation from higher ground. I'll also coordinate with you so that the guide can use the RK weapon too. We're almost there. Let's go.
Fortunately, Luna was able to quickly explain the situation, so things could be settled.
Albion should thank me. Jeez, I can't believe a great artist like me is being bounced around some battlefield.
As a result, I was able to align the floating stones, allowing us to approach the RK weapon. Thank you, Luna.
I've finished repairing my suit and thrusters and am moving to join you. See you at the operations site.
Hey, I'm coming too. See you soon.
It's Kyle. Don't look, keep moving. If you wave at me, the enemy will notice. We need to eliminate the enemy forces who have control of this corner.
Descendant, we'll bring the tactical armored vehicle when it's safe.
Well done. Wait a minute. Marcus, let's go now.
En este capítulo hemos encontrado varios protagonistas, creo varios personajes llamados Luna, Reyna. Algo hablaron de la tercer corazón, pero hasta ahorita no lo hemos encontrado, solamente hemos encontrado rastros nomás de él. Y algo de los magistrados, algo también hablado de Caligo en la época de los ancestros. Y nos quedaremos aquí, nos vemos, bye bye.